Hi, I'm Kevin Jordan.
And I'm Amy. We have 7 children.
And we are headed to Bucharest, Romania to work with Anchor of Hope.
And the many orphans that are around the city. Anchor of Hope was started by Sarah Smith. After doing numerous mission trips to Romania, she just fell in love with the people and felt God was calling her back there. So at the age of 20, she moved over by herself and began an organization called Anchor of Hope. And what Anchor of Hope does is, since all the orphanages are government run, there are no private run orphanages allowed in the country. She has earned the trust of the workers there, and she goes in every single day with her staff of 12. And they're currently in 3 orphanages, and they go every single day, 365 days a year, and make contact and love on the kids.
And so we will be definitely get to be a part of that. Amy will play a big role with the abandoned baby hospital and the older girls, teaching them how to be good mothers. And also I will get to work a lot with the middle school kids, which I'm very excited about because I've been a middle school band director for 16 years, so I just love middle school kids. I know that's strange, but gotta love them.
I'm really excited to play with all the kids, but I'm also really excited about making lots of new friends because not everyone can say they have friends in Romania, so I think that's cool.
It's really hard to explain Gypsy. When we were there, we asked specifically, give us a definition of what Gypsy means. And we were just told, you just know when you see them. They're just kind of like their own subculture. There's a very strong prejudice in the Romanian community against their fellow countrymen who are gypsies.
And there's a difference, slightly different skin tone to their look, I guess you could say. In fact, our children, our adopted children, kind of look gypsy. So it's pretty interesting that we're going there, and we hope that God will use that in some neat way.
Very poor, tend to be very uneducated. They're actually known for being fertile, and the girls typically start having children at the age of 14 and average about 14 pregnancies apiece. So most of the orphanages are full of gypsy children, and they tend to, their society tends to, they're kind of out of sight, out of mind. And the Romanian people don't seem to get how many orphans are in their community. And I think that's mainly because they are gypsy.
We had to raise an incredible amount of money for a family of 9 to go live in Eastern Europe. It's expensive, so that one was a huge hurdle. I remember, we're about 8% away now from our goal, and I remember when 8% was all we had. So praise God for that. It's just been amazing to watch God open doors, open doors, open doors.
When we started this, I was really concerned about how that was going to work with Weston and his autism, and it just seemed kind of beyond scary to think about taking him out of his regimented schedule and the comfort zone and moving him across the world where I wasn't sure what services they were going to have and how that was going to work, and how this year all these medical things that we've struggled with him and some of the other ones have just, God's brought people into their life that have helped them this year with teachers and support staff, and the growth that I've seen in them. And this year, at the beginning of the year, I would have not believed it, but it just kind of come to a place where you feel like, okay, it's going to be okay. Whether they have services there or not, it's going to be okay. I've often said, why would you choose us? I don't, sometimes I'm like, I don't know why, except He has said, you're the one, and I want you to go. And so we're willing, we're obedient, and we just love Jesus. So when He says to do something, I don't know why. His ways are higher than my thinking for sure, but we're just willing to do what He says.
We are just regular people, and it might be for the glory of God, because if He can do this, and it's not if, it's He will, and when He does, it's for His glory, because we are not doing this in our own strength, that's for sure.
Everyone's going to be like, oh, that had to be God. There's no way Kevin and Amy could get
we know
that
Kevin
money raised.
And we know their kids. Okay, glory be to God on that, for sure.
Yeah.